Thank you, Mr. Contest Master, and welcome, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. People say that we can learn a lot from our dogs, that they can teach us things like friendship, loyalty, or the benefits of a long afternoon nap. Well, with my two little terrors, excuse me, I meant to say terriers, it's a bit of a different story. They've tried to teach me things like patience. I'm still working on that one. Or how to better control my anger. I'm still working on that one too. And believe it or not, they've even tried to teach me how to get a traffic ticket. I know, but let me tell you a little story, and I think that you'll see exactly where I'm coming from. It all started this past Saturday. I'd gotten up early to clean out my car, and the first thing that I noticed was that there were quarters missing from my ashtray. This was my Starbucks money. It was bad enough that I'd been seeing some weird eBay charges on my PayPal account, but this was the last straw. I was going to have a talk with my wife about that. But I digress. When I finished cleaning out the front seat, I moved into the back seat, and I thought that I'd lay my head down, just for an eensy-weensy moment, and bam! I was out like a light. I guess I had actually learned a thing or two from the dogs about the benefits of a nap after all. Well, while I was quickly entering into REM dream sleep, my two dogs, Go-Go and Buddy, were getting quite impatient back in the house. You see, they had not yet been served their morning breakfast of toast. Allow me to explain. These two dogs have quite the affinity for toast, people. Every morning after my wife Sherry finishes her breakfast, she allows Go-Go and Buddy to eat the crust left over from her toast. Well, they've become quite accustomed to this daily routine, and are none too happy should the delicate toast cycle ever be broken. But unfortunately, on this particular day, it was. So while I was out sawing logs in the car, my wife was busy hitting the snooze button on her alarm clock. The dog's morning toast time was quickly slipping away. And that's when Go-Go turned to Buddy and said, "You know what this means." Let's roll. The two dogs ran down the hallway into the kitchen. Go-Go hopped up on the bar stool and grabbed my wife's car keys and went outside. She unlocked the car, stood on her hind legs, opened the door, and both dogs entered the vehicle. They did not notice me asleep in the back seat. Buddy got the floorboard and put his right paw on the accelerator, his left paw on the brake. Go-Go sat up in the driver's seat and started the car. She reached her paw down. CD! Buddy reached under the seat, got a CD, handed it up to Go-Go, took the CD, put it in the CD player, shifted the car to drive, and with Snoop Dogg wrapping over my seat, my dogs drove my car out of my driveway. So, there I was, relaxing on the beach in Waikiki, sipping a Mai Tai, watching beautiful babes stroll by in the sand. Suddenly, I noticed Snoop Dogg emerging from the surf, pointing an angry finger at me, rapping, "Bow, wow, wow, you and he was saying, "Woof! What the?" That's when the dogs hit a pothole in the highway and abruptly woke me up. Disoriented, I sat up in the back seat and I looked over the driver's seat and "Whoa, hey, Ron," said Go-Go. "Didn't see you back there." "Sherry, maybe you spend the night in the car again?" Go-Go then began to bark orders at Buddy. "Buddy, slow down, slower, and stop." We were at a stop sign. She then looked both ways, and when the coast was clear, gave the command to Buddy, and we were off again. I thought that I must still be dreaming, and I asked Go-Go about her and Buddy's ability to drive. "Oh, I've been driving for years, Ron. It's easy. By the way, we're going to Waffle House. Sherry forgot to make us toast this morning." Amazed, I watched as my two little terriers expertly maneuvered my vehicle into town, park at Waffle House, and roll down the window. A homeless man approached the vehicle. "Yo, Jimbo!" "Sup, Go-Go? Usual?" "Yeah, if you don't mind, Jim." Go-Go then dug through my ashtray, got a pot full of quarters, and gave them to Jim the homeless. So that's what's been going on with my quarters. Jim the homeless guy then went into Waffle House and returned a few minutes later with a to-go sack, which he gave to Go-Go. Manna from heaven. You can keep the change, Jim. She's so generous with my money. Then Go-Go pulled out a Waffle House and headed towards home. However, she must have been distracted by the aroma of that toast, because on her way out of town, she ran a stop sign. That's when the local patrolman flipped on his lights. Panicked, I frantically exchanged places with Go-Go, nearly stepping on Buddy's head in the process, pulled the car over, and waited. The patrolman approached. Looky here now, these two doggies, he's come down the road there a spell. Did they? Oh no, absolutely not, officer. Yeah, I reckon not. Then he gave me a ticket. And then I drove my car back to my house. And I scolded my dogs every mile of the way. And by the way, Go-Go, just where on earth did you pick up the Snoop Dogg CD? You promise you won't get mad, she asked. I just glared at her. Then her tail began to wag. eBay, she said. So, yes, we can learn valuable lessons from our dogs. Mine seem to teach me new ones every weekend, like, don't forget to feed us our toast, or better find a better place to hide those car keys. But probably the most valuable lesson that I've learned this past week was to never try to convince your wife that it was your dog's fault that you got a traffic ticket. One, she's not going to believe you. Two, she's going to be angry with you. And three, she's not going to feel sorry for you when your back is sore after you wake up from spending the night in the car